Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're playing some MekHQ slash MegaMek. Before we begin, I would like to shout out, we have some new followers on Twitch. We have Honeyskull, we have Reconnect Essence, and we have Snyder EC3 all followed on Twitch, so thanks, welcome to the family. And on YouTube, I got a notification about Longino Garcia. And I'm sorry if I don't shout you out, YouTube followers, but truth be told, I only get notifications occasionally on that. So I shout out the ones I get, but yeah, 4 new people this week. So I'm excited about that. So if you'll recall, last week we did do a base attack defender mission, and there are going to be repercussions for that. We'll get into that. We added a whole bunch of things to the acquisition list. Yes, Corporal Kazuko has been mothballing all of our mechs that we're not going to be using. I actually, when we get to the hangar tab, canceled a lot of those mothballing actions so that we can get the Xanthos up and running sooner. Because I think it's time for us to think about splitting into 2 lances. That said, I don't have any concrete plans on how to do that exactly, but we'll see what we come up with. We might end up with an assault lance, considering the 100-tonners we got. So yeah, lots and lots of stuff added to the procurement list, and being that we only have 3 administrators, and they're limited to 8 parts per day, it's going to take a few days to get through that list and just get everything ordered, and then we'll have stuff coming in for probably a couple of weeks. The only downside is that we might not get all of this armor on the way, but I think we're pretty well set for armor. The rest of this is just spares. So in the wake of that mission, aside from the obvious, aside from having to select a new commander, we do have some prisoners we have convinced to defect, a couple of them, looks like. Not all, not by a long shot, but some. We have significant infantry losses, and repairs are going to need to be done on pretty much all of our mechs, except, okay, yeah, the rifleman and the archer are salvage, so we don't get compensation for that. That is our compensation. First order of business, I think, is going to be removing the stalker from the TO&E. And that leaves us with 275, which means we can add a 95-tonner and still be an assault lance. Right? No. 100-tonner would be 375. So yeah, we can actually, I don't think we have anything quite ready to go just yet, but when the time comes, should be really possible to slot Earl in the primitive Xanthos. Yeah. I'm excited too. That said, we did count that as a victory, a Pyrrhic one, but a victory nonetheless. Oh, we don't appear to be scoring victory points. I think that's maybe because I know they did away with that in the 49.3 version of Stratos. I guess they just did that away entirely for 49.3. Might have to mention that to someone, see if that was intentional. So yeah, just to recap, it is Friday, May 22nd, 3046. We're on the planet Wing, which is part of the Free Worlds League, and the goal is to be somewhere in the Northern Rasselhog Republic or thereabouts in the next 4 years. Earl is ready. He didn't drink it all last night. So yeah, on the personnel tab, we do have, I guess we're going to be promoting Petra. I want to give her Major because we officially have an XO now, and that is Lark, who was actually nominated and seconded for commanding the unit, but opted instead he would rather be an XO or second in command of some type. So we are making him captain, which is probably also going to make him commander of the 2nd Lance. So that's cool. We are going to have green mech warriors scattered throughout. So that's going to get interesting. In the hangar, like I said, it was the archer, the Wolverine, and the Trebuchet. I think I canceled the mothballing action on that so that we could get the Xanthos up and running. Once we've got the Xanthos, oh shoot, I was just recapping the personnel tab. I promoted Petra, and oh, I gave that to, I did that wrong. Actually, as a regular, he should be a lieutenant junior grade. So yeah, it was Jacoby was getting promoted to captain because he's going to be our 2nd in command. Yeah, I appreciate that. Maybe it's just because I started early, but yeah, I totally spazzed on that and gave the promotion to the wrong person. So yeah, in the hangar, let's see, in the warehouse, we've got some things probably could be repaired, a couple of vehicle engines. But more importantly, are you still in a field workshop? I'm gonna stop dicking around with what's in the transport bay and what's not. I'm gonna play like I normally do and just let everyone have transport bay, just to simplify things. I felt like that was starting to drag on a bit. Let's see, so we do have some repairs here to do. And real quick, I want Loney doing quick and easy jobs. Well, that's on a 6, sure. Yeah, I'm trying to get Loney up to veteran as soon as possible. And then Chris, obviously, I want to get to elite as soon as possible. So just trying to give them as many chances as I can for all the XP, even at the cost of armor. And the things that don't give XP go to someone else. Sorry, Jacoby. Let's see. 45. Do we have a 30 around here somewhere? Yeah, I guess it'd be simpler and quicker just to do it that way. I don't like the odds on a 7, but I'll take what I can get since we only have the one veteran right now, who in fact needs to be the one doing all of these jobs and knocking them out as quick as possible. We'll come back to the stalker. Yeah, I'll spend a day and a half fixing the center torso on the hunchback. That's the best we're gonna get. Okay, so we've got a bad shoulder on the right arm of the hunchback. So we're gonna have a medium laser that we need to strip out. That was the right arm, correct? Yes. We'll go ahead. It's about the worst possible outcome. I was hoping to either break it or get it out. you guys saw that, right? I was fixing the center torso, and now, oh, right. Yeah, we're still fixing the center torso. Excuse me, freaking out for a second there. But we're all out of tech time. Before I switch days, though, are there any of these that we're going to want to maintain in the meantime? I'm thinking yes. Even if it is just Halima. And I'm doing this just so that when I take them out of mothballs, they don't come with a partial maintenance penalty. Because some of these are mechs that I would like to eventually use sometime. And that penalty is, I think, a big price to pay for not doing something as simple as just giving them, you know, an assigned... why do you not have a tech, though? You weren't in mothballs. Alright, so that should be, yes, everything. So we got some parts in, we've ordered some parts, not all of them, clearly, but I like to watch this grow as I switch days, but I forgot to this time. So we did fix the center torso on the Hunchback, barely, which is good news. A 2 there would have been very bad, would have meant permanent damage. Let's see, we still working on the leg on the Orion. I thought that was going to be a day and a half. Center torso. I confuse myself sometimes, sorry about that. Most of the rest of this stuff is fixed and found and all good. So we will continue fixing up the Orion. Again, having Loney do the easier jobs, or the quicker jobs at any rate. Which, I'm not saying they're all easier, but 6s are working out for us, I would say, pretty well, honestly. No sooner. Oh yeah, also Vernita is, I just noticed when I was reviewing everyone's stats, I forgot that she was actually trained as a technician, so I went ahead and changed her personnel tag to include her as a tech, and now she's on the list of this. So that's cool. Every little bit helps, right? Ooh. 3 hits on the gyro, 2 full days to repair, and only on an 8. Do we have any spare gyros? It would be FGH, so no. Yeah, I don't like not having any gyros on hand. So yeah, we're gonna need at least 1 2-ton and at least 1 3-ton. And then if we break this one, we'll at least have a spare on the way, and then we can replace that spare when the time comes. Oh man, he's at 19, that's so close. Wait, the Trebuchet? We're not using the Trebuchet. Archer 2R Mark 1? We're not using you either. So the Archer is done, the Orion is being worked on. The Stalker is in stasis right now. Jacoby, you can't, oh right, can't do that. What we need to do is finish salvaging these guys. Ay, ay, ay. That hunchback is not going to be ready anytime soon. All right. Upper arm. Oh, we can do the foot, right? Right? And then we should be able to do the legs as well. Ah, right. Those are repair jobs. And I'm going to give those, I guess, well, Vernita, that's going to be 2 days. Noni is going to be all day tomorrow, which kind of sucks for his XP gain, but I need that leg together. Okay, so we've got the Xanthos out of mothballs. We can put Earl in the Xanthos. So yeah, I feel like we are effectively the same tonnage that we were before we lost the Stalker. Speaking of which, that Stalker, we didn't technically lose it, but that right torso is going to be a problem, the right leg is going to be a problem. Both arms need to be reattached, and the cockpit, I like to spend at least 900 minutes on those, so that's a 2-day job. Because cockpits are expensive, dude. They're like 300,000 each. That said, I think we're ready for Sunday. Okay, we got down to the last little bit on this list, so that should be done tomorrow. Earl is significantly older than everyone and heavier. I wonder if he'll be able to keep up. Yeah, because, well, honestly, the Xanthos should be a 3-5, right? Yeah, it's a 3-5. Same as the Awesome, same as the Stalker was. I mean, the Archer is going to be somewhat faster. The Hunchback is going to be somewhat faster when it gets put back together, and the Orion is going to be somewhat faster, but this is not a fast lance. So I don't think that'll be a problem. That said, with the large laser and the autocannon 10, I feel like getting close isn't necessarily something you have to do to be effective. That's 18 points of damage outside of 9 hexes. That's not bad. Physical human, yeah. Yeah, I figured you were joking about that, but I mean, it's right there. But yeah, the Xanthos definitely at the slower end of the spectrum. It's like almost urban mech slow, I know, but we're again not running a fast lance. Also, Edan Gato and his blackjack. Need to find a place for him. And I should do that before Monday if I'm going to split the lance, actually. So we're going to move Captain Lark to Tonga Lance. And that leaves 325, which is not a great tonnage to be at. I'd much rather be at 280. So we could perhaps move Wyvern over as well. Or how about instead of the Wyvern, we put Hoser over here and add the Blackjack. So that gives us, dang, 290. I was off. Alright, so we'd have to swap the Xanthos for the Awesome. That gives us 150 plus 220. Which of those would we rather be at? 150 is barely into a medium, but 220 is also barely into heavy. Do we have... We've got a Wolverine. We have this dude, actually, who's kind of hot stuff that we hired and never put in a mech. Him or Jarvik, or one of these other two people that we've hired or captured. Let's go ahead and add him to that undamaged Wolverine that we've got. That makes us just barely a heavy. $270, $275. I mean, it works for me tonnage wise. Let's see, here we've got two fairly mobile mechs with a couple of support mechs, which is a strategy I think I can make work. Here we've got, well, 3 support mechs and I guess what I would call a brawler. So Marianas Lance is going to be a little bit more standoffish range-wise. So that's cool. Scout and I guess defend. Okay, so that's good and busted. That's at a standstill for now. Might be time to start on the Stalker. Right. Not on a 7, I don't think. Ooh. Engine, though. Jacoby, you're in charge of replacing your own autocannon 20. I understand it's going to take a couple of days, but I want you to feel personally responsible for this if it goes wrong. I mean, I'll take credit for, you know, whether the engine gets fixed or not, but you have to take liability for something. On a 7, that's, again, not great, but it's that or wait for our veteran. Just out of curiosity. $2/3 of a million. Is it worth it? Don't abandon your Mac. Yeah, no. Can't argue with that logic. That would have been the Free Worlds League. I know, they're not popular bad guys. It was a Thunderbolt. Took him down with his paired machine guns as he was after he'd ejected. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having a grudge against the Free Worlds League and a Thunderbolt within that faction specifically. So where is that arm that we can't? All right, where did it go? Two in transit. Let's bump that up to 3. Just since we know we are going to need one. Wait, Kazuko, you've got better things to do. First of all, we mothball the commander's mech for posterity. Can we go kill them? Yeah, that's kind of the plan. Is there anything else I can do in the repair bay in 22 minutes? I want Loney available for faster jobs tomorrow, but here's maybe something. Yeah. All right, well, that's it for today. And what is full allotment of time tomorrow? And we have one more base attack mission, but we've got 4 days to prepare for it. We've got a veteran mech warrior, but he only brings a locust, which is honestly kind of meh. Just a gunnery 3-4, no skills, no abilities. Nope, we're not hiring a locust. It would be way too likely to get shot out from under her, and then we're on the hook for a locust. Maintenance on APC, how did that go? That went, well, not bad. It didn't break anything. A bunch of parts have started coming in. Fixed the right leg on the Hunchback, still working on the engine. Failed to fix the gyro, but we can take another shot at that. Moved. I hate for Loney to be the one to do it, but I can get it done in 2 days on 9 though. Chris, you're up again. Fixed the lower leg actuator. Did not get the left leg on the Orion, so that's gonna be a priority job. Jacoby's still working on the AC-20. Shasa customizing the rifleman, still gonna be forever. Kazuka mothballed the stalker. So what can we mothball next? Kind of want to fix that one up first. Wait, hold on. Did I have missed a very serious step in all of this. Up to 25, which is the most they can. Although, just trying to maximize things here. I want Delphine handling the easier patients if she can. I'm not going to micromanage that severely with you guys watching, but I might go through and optimize those to where she gets all the fast jobs and she gets the longer jobs. Very hard to do on paper? Yes. I've tried running campaigns like this on paper back when I was younger and didn't understand the value of time. This simplifies things enough to where you can get that full simulation kind of complexity going, and still actually have time for the individual battles, I feel like. Where were we? We were in the repair bay, putting the leg on the Orion. Hunchback doesn't have an arm yet. I think I'm going to prioritize this rifleman because he's not in bad shape at all. Since we've got a few days and we're really just waiting on a couple of jobs. The archer is going to stay damaged. The Orion's got his leg. The hunchback is really only missing his left torso and his arms. Trebuchet was salvage. Yeah, so the rifleman I think is our biggest priority now, and that's not a huge priority, so we can spend a little bit extra time on doing it right the first time. While at the same time giving us our full allotment of time tomorrow for some of those big jobs, like in case the leg doesn't get put on. So Tuesday, a bunch of parts have come in. We fixed the engine on the hunchback, good deal. We're still working on the gyro. We got the leg on the Orion, good job. Jacoby is still working on the autocannon. And the rifleman will be like never. Actually, yeah, let's do these jobs first. I'm gonna wait for my veteran for that one, since we've got 2 more days. No, we've got something else for you to do first. Alright, that doesn't leave us very much time on today. I mean, might as well. No, I wanted to wait for my veteran for that. Want to save those for the guy that's about to go up a level. Alright, yeah, I think we're done today's repairs. Well, things are starting to get better on the thumper. I still saw an F in there, but you know, it'll come or it won't. We did fix the gyro on the hunchback. We also got his medium laser in place, and we got the autocannon in place, so that is all wonderful news. Still missing that left torso and the right arm, but yeah, the hunchback is the only thing active that we're still waiting on. Can we really afford? Jeez, 9s though. With no arms and no left torso, I mean, you're not going to be a sitting duck, you're going to be a running gun, but we need to get something so he can roll around on the ground more. Yeah, I'm worried that would be all that happens if I take him into combat like this. So I'm making the executive decision. The hunchback stays home for this next mission. Alright, we had engines that our techs could be working on. Our mechanics, if you will. She was the wrong one, really. Oh yeah, Doodles can do that. Alright. We haven't actually started yet. Wait, was it not the 28th? It was the 29th. Okay, so we actually have one more day than I'd realized. Placing the right arm, still working on that. But it will be done tomorrow. We might actually, if we get, oh, Loney, you glorious. We have a new veteran. Oh, I needed that. I needed that so bad. Oh my goodness. We now have 3 veteran techs, one of whom is tied up doing maintenance. Well, better techs at any rate. Yeah, but I'm seriously counting down the days until June 18th, because we'll be able to hire more techs. Let's turn all the foot soldiers into techs. I mean, I don't think they have the XP. I had been spending it on small arms. Although, I mean... but then... And it's tempting, but it's also super cheesy. And I recognize that I'm tempted because of the cheese. I have to resist. I can just imagine some soldier being like, this is not what I signed up for. Welcome to the army, right? I did actually sign up for that kind of stuff. And then, oh wait, that's not what I did. I did something entirely different that I didn't sign up for. Base attack defender is today. Deploy a force from your TO&E. Maintenance on the heavy tracked APC. Some bad, some good. That's armor. Yeah. I'd have been happier if that was the other way around. Machine guns are easier to get back into better shape than armor. Armor, once it goes bad, you're kind of stuck with it. Same thing with the rear and the front. Once they go bad, there's no replacing them. Like with a machine gun, if it reaches F and you get tired of fixing it, because why would you? Because it's free XP for your mechanics. But once it's at F, you can replace the machine gun with a C-rated machine gun and start over fresh and work your way back up to A from there. But with like an armor location, even if you remove the arm or leg that the armor location is on, it'll remember the condition of the armor there, which can be kind of a bummer if you let it fall into disrepair too much. And Loney did not get the left torso on the hunchback. We did get the right leg on the rifleman. We did not get the right arm on the hunchback. And we don't have anyone with enough time to do it today either. That's the rifleman. I was like, wait a minute, legs weren't damaged. Well, again, I'm sorry, Lark, even with the extra day, we couldn't have the sting and fighting trim. Missing the... If it was just, like, the arms, that would be one thing, but with the left torso, that just leaves your center so exposed. Especially with your rear armor, if someone got behind you, they would have, what, 11 out of 36 odds of hitting just from the left torso into the center. Plus the arms is, what, another 5 each? So yeah, not letting that happen. Oh, right, from the TONE. I'm used to StratCon. And yes, we are deploying everything because we knew they were coming. Gonna leave the field gunners at home this time. Saying the army line, you say it ain't so. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I should have read what I signed more thoroughly, and that's a lesson that I have carried with me. We have, an elite pilot in a Hunchback 4H, which, remind me, is that the one with the autocannon 5? No, that's the 4J? I forget what the H is, we'll see. We also have a Centurion, a Vulcan, a Blackjack, a Quick Draw, a Phoenix Hawk LAM, which we're not going to get to salvage. He was built for comfort, not built for speed. Like a buffet body. We're trying to protect a demolition mech. We have allied turrets. Ooh, a triple LRM-20 turret. That's nice. And a triple medium laser turret's not bad either. Quad SRM-2s. Oh boy. Against a Thunderbolt, who is going to be our primary target. Warhammer, Grasshopper, Guillotine, Spider, Hunchback, Hetzer, Vedette. Warhammer, LRM Carrier, Archer, Partisan, Stinger, Wasp, Hermes, Shadowhawk. And they get air support in the form of a heavy strike fighter Meteor and a medium strike fighter Defender. I don't know if we're going to get through this tonight. This is going to be a long match. We have... Here, let me... Town Concrete, Heavy Urban, 55 by 45. Daylight, Clear, Strong Gale with 1 reroll remaining. Aside from the LRM carrier, I think the missiles are mostly on our side. The Xanthos has missiles, the Archer has missiles, Wolverine has the SRM-6. The Orion has missiles, the Archer... So yeah, most of our guys have missiles. Centurion has an LRM-10, Quick Draw has an LRM-10 and an SRM-4. Another Wolverine, I think the Manticore has some missiles. We've got 4 missile turrets. They have an LRM-15, an SRM-6, an LRM-5, SRM-6. Ooh, a 4P. That's the laser one, right? 4H is a nasty one, AC-10. Guillotine had a bad pilot. 6-7, wow, yeah. 6-6 in that Warhammer. 5-6 in the Stinger. Okay. So I think I want to... Do we reroll or do we shift it? I think I'm gonna... Is it strong, medium, and then weak, or is it strong and then weak? Because I feel like a weak gale is what I'm shooting for. We'll shift it. Yeah, the AC-10 Hunchback is a real bugger. 2 extra medium lasers. Okay. So, real quick before I forget. Okay, we're gonna go Moderate Gale with our 1 reroll. In the blue corner, the Challenger Deep. Yeah, we can do non-compact display. 4H is, yeah, the one with the autocannon 10. The 4P, might have to change these colors. 4P is the one with 8 medium lasers. And he's worth 3 more points than the Guillotine because of that piloting, who also has 4 medium lasers. So, a 20-ton difference, wow. Okay, so Federated Commonwealth, friendly. I kind of want him... I mean, he can be blue and yellow, same as us. Right? Snyder EC3, hey, how's it going? I'm glad you could join us. MekHQ, nice. I've been playing a bit myself lately, only 30-15. Got a bit of Lost Tech on my side at least. Yeah, we have some Lost Tech as well. The Archer Mark III and the Awesome 8Q variant both have double heat sinks. So that's cool. The Orion, that was the goal, but we've run short of tech power. Your camo was supposed to be blue and yellow. I don't know why it's not. Maybe it will be for the game. The civilian units, I want something bright and garish. Something that I can't possibly miss. So those guys are going to be bright green. Purple for the turrets is fine. Oh. There's the Federated Commonwealth. So where is... Okay, I guess you can just be red. Okay, that said, let's try that maybe. Okay, yeah, that reads a little bit better, at least for me. And the Free Worlds League enemies. Can be gray and green, I think. Free Worlds League air support. Well, we might as well stick with the theme, right? Alright. So it's blue and gold and green and purple versus white and green and kind of tan. Let me just double check that they don't have any SPAs they're not supposed to have. Hopping jack is fine. Jumping jack we configure down to hopping jack because it is a prerequisite. What was the other one that I thought I saw? Natural aptitude gunnery. Yeah, yeah, that one's just too gnarly. Eagle's eyes is fine. Alright, checked you. Hopping jack, yes. Small pilot and an APC, fine. Oh, I like that the call signs are in green. That's cool. Just to make them stand out a little better. I think we're ready to deploy. We have won the initiative due to our larger bonus because we rolled 9s for them and for us. And the air support looks like might have some bombs weighing them down. Ah. We can pop this out of the way. Okay, so we're looking at the LRM carrier and a Warhammer down here. And a Thunderbolt over here. Honestly, that LRM carrier scares me, especially with the Warhammer there popping. And our reinforcements don't arrive until turn 9. Sadly, I think this is unacceptable, so we are going to try to do it quicker this time. I do apologize. Federated Commonwealth, please, thank you. And I'm just, wait, oh, old habit. Don't ask. Did I break? Oh, that would help. I'll let my finger rest a little hard on the shift key. Display. Remember you. Remember you. Jumping jack goes to hopping jack. Natural aptitude just goes away, because if we can't have a knowing hand. What are we getting rid of here? Eagle's eyes, no, that's fine. Select map, planetary conditions, moderate gale. And then the thing that we forgot last time is that we were in fact sitting here waiting for them. Forget that all the time. I hate forgetting. Yeah, it's annoying, especially when I've got a live audience. And we also lost initiative, which I guess is a fair payment. So new map, new threads. Only now we don't know where they are. We'll start with the Orion here, I guess. Right, they were coming from the south, right? Now, why are you guys up there? I'm gonna have Hoser step out of these woods and cover this entire flank. I think that's a good move. Okay, we found a Warhammer and an Archer. And that's the Mark II. That's the Mark III. I kind of want to reinforce here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can get into the open on one turn. Fine. So where are the rest of them? Let me just double check this deployment real quick. Starting south, starting south, starting south. Yeah, they're only coming from the south. I just wonder where they all are. Maybe in that corner, maybe in that corner. You're gonna make me hold them off by myself? No, you've got Wyvern to one flank, you've got Petra to the other flank. Right, Petra and who's in this Archer? Vernita, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's a wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She can be here on turn 1. You'll be fine. Besides, I'm not even done. You're gonna have a hunchback, I think, probably backing up. Mainly, I'm just trying to spread my forces out right now to get some recon going. Try to see where they all are. Gonna have the Wolverine cover this flank, I guess, because he's got the jump jets and the speed. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that works. Think I don't know they're coming from the south? There's some. You got the Hermes, the Stinger, the Shadow Hawk. Their Hunchback, their Warhammer, and their Archer. Hunchback, Archer. The only thing we're missing is a Warhammer, but I think we'll be alright. Where's that LRM carrier? Have we spotted him yet? Maybe engage the Shadow Hawk or the Hunchback. I like that. All right, we have one turn 1 initiative. All right, let's start with the ones that I'm pretty sure I know how they're gonna go. I have a definite plan for this guy. Why is he incapable of running? Is it that poor performance? I thought he was a 3-5, but what, can he only run in a straight line? That does kind of put a damper on some things. Still got good visibility this turn though. Six hexes from the Vedette is a good range for this archer. Petra and the Orion definitely wants to get in close. I forgot about green pilots. Oh, that's a relief. I was worried he wouldn't be able to make that. Let me just check my weapons brackets here. Medium range against a target with a TMM of 1. I mean, it's not like we're going to be super evasive if we run anyways. Oh, but we can get him into short range, which is below his minimum. Oh, it's so tempting. I don't want to be any closer than that, but that is like the perfect distance, especially because you have as much evasion as you're ever gonna have. Needs twos because veteran, because why not? Alright, Vedette makes his 2, Vedette makes his 2. That's the same Vedette making 2 rolls. Demolition Mech needs a 2. Blackjack got a 7. Hunchback got a 7 and a 5, needing 2s. So nobody except for Tsubasa really pushing too hard. Oh, because of the gale. Oof. 12s. Man, that +1 really feels like a lot more than +1. I guess because the Vedette is so fast. We've got a 10, we've got a 10. Warhammer has 160 armor to his 152 and is definitely the bigger threat. So yeah, we'll take those shots. I can try to find a place to stick this where I can still see enough of the map. We've got a 12, we've got a 10, we've got 11s and 12s over here. We'll go for the best shot we've got, which I guess is a 10. Oof. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the 8s that we were presented with and the 9. While we're at it, I might as well throw in a couple of large lasers and a couple of medium lasers. And 8s. That is probably really going to hurt. We've got 4s there, 6s there. I really want this archer done for. 8, 8. Yeah, sure, we'll take a shot there. Gribbly, good evening, sir. We're just defending our base for what is hopefully the last time. But we are rather outnumbered, if you can't tell. This is gonna hurt. Alright, so the Vedette hits our archer in the center torso with an autocannon 5. We're down to 28 armor there. Our friends and no, the Hermes is enemy. They missed the archer missed the Vedette. Wasp misses the awesome. Xanthos misses the Warhammer. Hunchback hits the awesome with 2 medium lasers to the right arm and right torso. Our Orion does hit the Vedette in the turret for 10. The Partisan at our archer hits the left arm, the left leg, and the right leg for 2 each, down to 20 armor or more on each of those locations. Blackjack at the Vedette hitting for 8 more to the turret, leaving him with 2 armor. Warhammer shooting at buildings and missing on one of his shots. Other Warhammer hitting Earl in the front right leg and the left torso with both of his PPCs. We need to get that Xanthos upgraded as soon as possible because its biggest upgrade is armor. I'm back. How is Earl? He just took a pair of PPCs, so, you know, could be better. LRM carrier misses the awesome. Thunderbolt misses the awesome. Awesome at the archer hits the left arm, the right torso, and the left leg with 3 PPCs, so that's gonna leave a mark. And the hunchback in the center torso with a large laser, so landed literally everything. Oh, come on, it's not gonna be that bad. You'll need, what, a 5 to stay standing in a quad mech? Because you're a 5/6 pilot, right? +1 for damage, -2 for quad. Shadowhawk, the enemy Shadowhawk at Earl, it takes another 5 to the center torso. Plenty of armor remaining, 26 points. And our friendly Hunchback at the archer to the left leg and the right leg. See, you got your 5. Barely. And we almost knocked down the archer as well, 8 for 8. And now physical attacks against buildings, which are mostly pointless. That's a long list of units. But yeah, heat-wise, Hoser is at 2, everyone else is at 1 or less. The Warhammer is at 4, the Hunchback is at 4, Warhammer is at 4, Archer is at 7, because 2 Rs do not run cool at all. We have 1 initiative this time, and in fact, we have 1 initiative within our team too, so we're going to go dead last. Wonder how we're going to use that. So yeah, it looks like he can run, but only in a straight line. So again, having to fix that primitive status. That does give the Shadowhawk the opportunity to jump behind us. The Warhammer has a chance to get up in our face, but I don't know if that's a good idea for him. Hoser. I was really worried you were going to take a beating last turn, but you only took, what, a couple of medium lasers? I don't like the sound of dead last. It's just an expression. Nothing to worry about. Can we maybe come in here to the side of this Hetzer? Take him out. Oh, that's an LRM carrier too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9s for movement. Yeah, I think the LRM carrier. Well, is that a standard Hetzer, first of all? That is a standard Hetzer. Wyvern. Change of plans. The paint. The paint. Yeah, I know you are, but I just wanted to wait until that more of them had moved. I'm not planning on having you advance any further. As a matter of fact, if you want, I can go ahead and do that now. But again, I didn't want to give them the chance to react. So I was going to move someone else first. That said, Wyvern and the Archer against an LRM carrier. Hetzer needs some SRMs to the side. Did the original Hetzer have missiles? I thought it was literally just a gun on wheels. Oh, the Hetzer now has a Warhammer backing him up. Oh, some SRMs to the side. I thought you meant from the side. I got you. Petra, if you would please, I want you to get in the face of these guys and give them a bad day. Gonna have Tsubasa and Vernita try to hold this flank. Well, yeah, against a Vedette and a Hermes, honestly, do I even need both of them? Yeah, I'll get in close against an Archer or the Hunchback. Thanks for the invitation. What kind of Warhammer is it? They don't like being kicked? I believe they're both 6Rs. So, yeah. I know they have weak leg armor. It's all in the arms. But I'm trying to not get mauled by his PPCs on the way in, for one thing. Okay, so the Hermes is taking on a friendly Manticore. How do we think that's gonna go? Manticore has a PPC LRM-10 as its primary armament. Hermes has a flamer and a medium laser. That gives us medium range on the Warhammer. Shoot, but we're green. He's green too, though. Alright, everyone makes their 2s. Vedette needed a 5, gets its 5. We're not quite in the back of that Hunchback. That would have been nice. Although Petra might be, actually. If I... excuse me. Nope. Petra's best target is going to be the Partisan. That's on an 8. Or maybe, yeah, on a 7. Partisan has 5 AC2s. Vedette has an autocannon. Right. That's not the Vedette. I was going to say, when did a Vedette have an autocannon 10? AC5. Did you say something about having new forces for this one? You mean on our side? Well, I did a reorganization of the unit. And we ended up with 2 lances, both around the 270 to 275 ton mark. So yeah, we actually have, if I could just interrupt real quick to show Gribbly, we now have Marianas Lance and Tongass Lance laid out as such. Lark's Hunchback was not combat ready, so he is not joining us. So yeah, this is pretty much everything we can bring to muster. I think we've got all but 2 of our pilots in this fight, and the other 2 are green and ultra green. We've got a couple of mechs in mothballs that we would be able to use if anything untoward happened, but basically this is what we can bring to bear, and more than we can actually honestly maintain. So this contract is up in like 3 weeks. So hopefully the maintenance isn't too much of a problem. The Xanthos salvage? No, it's primitive, and it's taken a couple of PPCs, but it's not salvage. That's Earl. Earl Sinclair. Yeah, but I needed this. Nines is not great. But quad mechs don't torso twist, so nines is what we get. Earl Sinclair, Mech Warrior. Yep. Take a couple of 8s there. 12, 10. We'll build up 3 heat on a 10. Yeah. And wish it was in his back, but you know, 'tis what it is. Okay, so the LRM carrier is definitely going to be our target for this turn on 6s versus 8s. Versus actually 9s. Okay, so yeah, LRM carrier it is. That's going to be a 6 and all the 8s and a 9. Sevens and an 8. 9s. And did you purchase it or take it as salvage from an opponent? I think actually, I think it was a random event, like just a random monthly roll. We thought it would be fitting for Earl Sinclair ex-logger to drive it, a primitive, poor performance, beaten down kind of mech. Do we take the easy shot or the really easy shot? I feel like this hunchback needs to go down. I haven't been prioritizing it enough. This is what peak performance looks like. You might not like it, but it is what it is. Alright. Hunchies are evil and need to die. Except for one, yes, I agree with you. So the Hermes on the Manticore, the one that I was debating whether he needed reinforcements or not, has immobilized it and stunned it. With a medium laser, an autocannon 5, and a flamer. He immobilized and stunned it. We can use spare parts for Hunchies. I actually have 2 or 3 of everything on the way already. But you're right. We'll use them eventually. Wolverine at enemy Shadowhawk and missing. Vedette at the Archer and missing. Wasp at the Archer hitting the right torso rear with a medium laser, leaving us with 1 armor. And that's the Mark III. That's Hoser, I think, and not Hoser, Wyvern. My bad. I knew better. I don't know why Hoser came out. I know Hoser isn't the awesome. Orion at the Vedette hitting the left side and the front, immobilizing it. Xanthos at the Warhammer hitting him in chest with an autocannon 10, leaving 12 armor remaining. Nice. Stinger at the Hunchback missing. Vulcan at the Archer missing. Hunchback on Hunchback violence. Their 4P on our 4H hits with several medium lasers to the left leg, left torso, right torso, center torso, left torso again, right leg, left torso again. Aye. Partisan at the awesome hits for 2 to the center torso. Oh no, Hunchback on Hunchback violence. Will they ever get along? No, Hunchbacks on Hunchbacks is the theme of this run. Our archer on their Warhammer hits with a medium laser and 12 missiles. That's the left torso, left leg, and right torso. Also down to 7 armor on that center torso from the laser blast. Our Wolverine at the LRM carrier hitting with a medium laser to the front, leaving it with 7 armor. Spider missing the archer, Warhammer missing the archer on 9s. Archer at the LRM carrier hitting with 16 LRMs to the front and right side, immobilizing it and leaving it with 2 armor on the front and 1 on the right side. We can leave that to the Wolverine, I think, and have our archer do something else. The enemy guillotine at our archer hitting 1 medium laser to the right torso, destroying the searchlight, for shame. LRM carrier on the archer landing 33 LRMs. That's left arm, center torso, left torso, center torso, costing us an edge to reroute a headshot to the left leg, and then taking 5 more to the left leg, 4 to the left torso. So we're not in too much trouble yet. Down to 15 armor on the left torso, 15 on the left arm. Yeah, I think we're doing better in that LRM carrier is. There's 3 armor on 2 sides. The medium laser turret at the Hermes missing on 11s. Enemy archer landing 12 LRMs on one of our buildings. Poser on the archer, left arm, left leg critting on his foot, right arm, and then medium lasers to the right leg, and left torso. So he is going to have to make, what, at least 2 piloting checks, and both of them I think at +3. Because I'm pretty sure he just took 40 points of damage, right? 45. So that's 2 right there, +1 for the foot. So yeah, good chance he's going down. Thunderbolt on our archer and missing, hitting the building with some LRMs. The Manticore at the Warhammer, not at the Hermes that just immobilized him, landing 6 LRMs. Getting triggered by archer abuse. Oh, random guy is gonna catch us later. I'm sorry to hear that, but it will be up on YouTube after the fact. So, yeah, like, comment, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. I have multiple channels. It's all the same stuff, no matter where you go. It's live here and it's recorded there. LRM turret landing none of his 12s on the Hermes, and then the Shadowhawk shooting at a building for 10 points of damage. Grasshopper missing our Hunchback on their Hunchback, hits with the autocannon 10 to the arm. Medium lasers to the left leg and the right arm again. Medium laser to the right arm again, going internal, leaving him with 4 structure. Our archer needs a 6, gets a 9, stays standing. Hunchback needs a 4, gets an 11, stays standing. Their Warhammer stays up, their Hunchback stays up. The archer, however, needed 9s. He got the first one, but not the second. He's down to 1 structure on that left leg. And he took his first consciousness check. So, Archer is not out of the fight yet, but well on his way. On an 8. Oof. I don't like the odds of you falling down afterwards. Who else have we got here? Yeah, you're not kicking anything. Oh, she has dodge. I had missed that. We're instead going to kick the archer. Maybe try to destroy its leg, get them to eject. We'll take the 8 and hope. Okay, Stinger kicked the Hunchback for 4. Hermes kicked the Manticore for 8 to the left side. He's got plenty of armor. Our Hunchback kicked the Archer in the left leg, transferring into the left torso where he's got 10 armor left. Our Blackjack kicks the Warhammer in the right leg for 9, leaving him with 6 armor. Hunchback stays standing. Warhammer stays standing. Needs a 6 and a 5. Gets a pair of 9s. So everyone's running a little bit warmer this turn. We've got our archers both at 3 heat, our Wolverine and our Orion at 2. We've got Hoser at 4 heat, the Hunchback at 4 heat. But I would say it was worth it. That was a pretty good turn for us. We crippled their archer. Federated Commonwealth mechs are all running cool. Civilian mechs are all running cool. It looks like their Warhammer is still at 4, their Guillotine is at 4. Their Hunchback is now at 6, so that's good news. Warhammer is at 8, that's going to be a targeting penalty. Archer is at 5, so he's going to be less maneuverable. We have really won the initiative this time. We're down 3.7%, our allies are down 4.3%, our enemies are down 7 and 17%. And their air support has yet to show up. Alright. Earl, I don't know what to do with you. I would like to wait. Hoser, same. What do we know what we're going to do? How about our Wolverine here? Can 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we don't have quirks on the Mark II Wolverine. I just noticed. Yeah, we'll send some LRMs or some medium lasers into the back of this LRM carrier. Try not to die. Did not move. Well, we're gonna be as evasive as we can be and get back kicks on that archer. Maybe take some shots on the partisan or the... I don't really like that. Not until the guillotine is moved. Alright, Hoser. There's... Oh wait, Hoser's... Did Hoser have to go? No, that was random guy. Hoser. Do we advance? There's a partisan that we can get within kicking distance of. There's a prone archer who wouldn't be able to use his missiles. And there's an enemy hunchback. There's also a stinger, but, you know. Backed up by the Orion, who's going to do a number on the archer. advanced is not my style. I mean, we could stand still. Would be a beautiful target for that partisan and the archer. Compromise? Walk forward? That gets us under the guns of both of them. And hopefully keeps us relatively safe from the hunchback. Hold on a minute. Yeah, you got a point there. I kind of want to knock out that partisan, but he's got quite a lot of armor. So we've still got random guy who hasn't moved. Now he can run and turn. I need to read up on that. Six. Yeah, we'll stay clear of the hunchback. Oh, this is random guy. I thought I was looking at Petra. You've got 7s and 8s. We'll take the 7s, please and thank you. End up with here. And -2. Or we could do what? +3? Let me try it and see. Four heat is more than I like, but I really want to put something on that Warhammer and the Vedette. This Warhammer is starting to make me a little nervous here. 11s, jeez. That would be 22, that would be 30. We'll save it. We'll save it for later. All right, no, we don't want necessarily to target the rear. We want to target that right side. On a 4 and some 1s, yes, please. The SRM is probably overkill, but I want to be sure. You know what I mean? 5s and 3s into the back. Kind of 10, jeez. And we're gonna finish that off with a kick. Yeah, buddy. On a 5, yeah, he's got plenty of armor. Or, yeah, we'll drop the large as well. That works out. Maybe 5 more. Yeah, it was 3 over. consider this. Large and 2 mediums and be heat neutral. Large and 3 mediums, or yeah, and be +3 heat, or 4 mediums and be -2 heat. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I don't mind running a little hot. 3 points isn't that bad. 4 is where I draw the line. Actually, how does he have any kind of shot on me? He needs a 12. 9s, that's not great either. And 7s. No, I think just one of the 20s, and I think secondary target. +7 net heat or bust. Cook those mech warriors. I don't like giving up that mobility unless I'm sure I'm not going to need it. And this lance is already a slow moving beast already. I mean, I know I don't want to waste these shots. Who is more likely to die this turn? I think the partisan. Oh, wait. Not double heat synced. Yeah, I'll give her a cooldown turn. Alright, Hermes shooting at the building and hitting for 9 points. No big deal. Wolverine at the enemy archer hits to the center torso and 3 SRMs scattered about the right and center areas. Wasp hitting a building for 7 points of damage. Xanthos at the partisan hits the right side for 10, costing it an MP. And 2 SRMs to the rear and right side. So he's not dead yet. That said, Hoser probably will kill it. Our archer at their Warhammer hits the center torso and the left torso, down to 2 and 7 armor there, and then the LRM-20 to the Vedette to the right side, entirely taking 12 missiles, immobilizing it, and leaving it with 6 armor. Hetzer missing the archer on a 12, that's good news. The Stinger is shooting at a building for 7 points of damage. Friendly APC is shooting machine guns at a Wasp, which is the only good target for a machine gun besides infantry, because it has such little armor. Case in point, hitting him in the right torso leaves him with 4 armor. Enemy Hunchback at our friendly Wolverine, hitting with 3 medium lasers to the right arm, center torso, and head. And the right torso takes a small laser, down to 8 armor remaining. Friendly Vulcan at the enemy Shadowhawk hits him in the center torso rear for 5, leaving him with 3 armor. Machine guns for... Not the way we play. Unless it's that one Thunderbolt. And then it's an eye for an eye. The Partisan at Hoser, hitting the left arm and the right torso for 2 each. Wolverine destroying the LRM carrier with his second shot. So yeah, the SRM-6 was extraneous and unneeded. SRM-2 turret at the Spider, hitting 2 SRMs to the right torso and right leg. The Spider hitting the building for 10 points in return. Okay, the Orion did kill the Archer with an ammo explosion. And the rest of that is all extra. The Guillotine at our Archer Mark III, hitting the large laser and 2 of 4 medium lasers to the right leg, left torso, and left leg. Starting to be a little worried about that left torso, down to 10 armor there. Art is awesome at the Partisan, hits the left side twice and destroys it with a fuel explosion. And then their Warhammer at our Archer hits 5 SRMs to the right arm, critting out the hand, right leg, and center torso. Our friendly Phoenix Hawk Lamb, LAM, just sounds better. Hitting the dead partisan. The enemy Archer at our Awesome hitting with 12 LRMs from the ground, and as his final shot to the left torso, right leg, and right arm. Our Mark III Archer at the Guillotine landing 3 of his 4 LRMs, or medium lasers, to the center torso, left torso, and left leg, but missing with his LRMs. The enemy Thunderbolt shooting lasers and LRMs at building in Hex 1926. I did that for our new commander, not a nuclear explosion, but exploding tank is the most I could do. I'll take it. Let's see, the Archer is already dead. Grasshopper at the Wolverine landing 3 LRMs to the left torso on 10s and 11s, and the LRM 20 turret still needing 12s and missing. So again, that was also a pretty good turn for us. Random guy is not going to kick a random building. Petra is not going to step on the pilot of the Archer. Wyvern, however, will most definitely try to kick this Guillotine on a 4. And Tsubasa moved there specifically to kick the immobile Vidette in the rear. Wasp kicks the APC and misses. Demolition Mech kicks the Shadowhawk in the left leg. Guillotine kicks at the Archer and misses. Archer kicks at the Guillotine and hits. 14 to the left leg, 3 armor remaining. Enemy Shadowhawk missing us. Blackjack kicking the Vidette in the rear, leaving it with 11 armor remaining. And the friendly Wolverine kicking at the Hunchback, going internal on the left leg with 11 structure remaining. Guillotine stays standing. Hunchback does not. Pilot of Hunchback does manage to avoid taking damage. The enemy Shadowhawk also falls, takes 5 to the center torso, but doesn't get a crit, and 1 to the left torso, and makes his first consciousness check. Alright, our Archer and the Wolverine are both up to 4 heat. Our Orion is down to 3, or up to 3. Hoser is down to 3. Pretty much everyone except the Hunchback is down to 4 or less, and he's at 7. And we picked up pilot Ian Constantine, who I guess was the pilot of that Archer that ejected. Again, we have won the initiative by a landslide. We are at 95% or thereabouts. Our allies are at 95% or thereabouts. The enemies are down to 90% and 56%, respectively. I do believe we're trying to kill, is it half or 2/3 of them? Destroy, cripple, or force the withdrawal of at least 50%. Okay, so we're a significant part of the way there. Oh. Selected unit is up to speed, so it can run/flank. I see. So it has movement modes. That's what was going on with the poor performance quirk. Alright, Archer is going to continue trying to maintain distance. Wyvern does not want to be engaged with this Guillotine any longer. Will, in fact, maybe try to break off this way. That way we're out of arc of the Hetzer. But we can torso twist and catch him with some LRMs. I like that move. And hopefully he falls for it and we can chase him down in the back with this Hunchback. What can we do about this guy? 5, 10, 14. So that's out of range for him. That would be just in range for him, but I'm okay with that because we'd be at medium range for us. Hoser, how do you feel about picking off a guillotine? This Shadowhawk is enemy, yes? Picking one off? Yeah, ideally, when this guillotine moves to chase after Wyvern, I'd like you to come around this corner and shoot him in the back with some PPCs. You can guarantee I do headshots and not take them. I cannot make that promise. That promise is not mine to make. Okay with that? Alright, well, let's see if we can get this guillotine to move real quick. Oh, he jumped, didn't he? I wonder. I forgot that the guillotine could jump. We would have to go there. Well, that was the plan. I forgot he had jump jets. Well, we're gonna have to find you a new target, at least for one turn. I feel like this Hunchback is pretty well taken care of, being double teamed by 2 of our people and 2 allies. Let's see, Tsubasa and the Shadowhawk. I think the Archer and the Warhammer. And regardless, I need you over here to handle this massive of enemies. Long range. Oh. Medium range. On a 3, yeah, I'll take that chance. Alright, it looks like we're going to be engaging the Warhammer for a turn before we can catch up to that guillotine. But for what it's worth, we have reinforcements. Although, okay, Tsubasa can engage here and then down here. Because I feel like this is not going great. Medium. Oh, we've got a wasp maybe that we could shoot at. All right. Shadow Hawk fell down, took 5 to the rear, and damaged his gyro. So that Shadow Hawk is most likely not getting up after this. He needs a 10 to stand. Damaging his left leg and center torso some more, and narrowly avoiding taking his 4th consciousness check. Or no, I was misreading that. That's a 7 to avoid damage. I don't know how many hits he's got. Hoser needed a 3, got a 9. Alright, let's start as we do with our big guns. We've got 5s on the Warhammer, and we will take that all day long. 9s and 11s. We'll throw in an 11 just so we don't get too hot. We will follow that up with Petra on a 9. Also a 9, but more likely to cap a leg. Okay, I want to keep the right arm free. And I also want to shoot at this Hetzer. Yeah, I think the large laser is the one to keep silent this turn. Just the efficiency, the 1-to-1 is kind of on the low side. Going all the way up to 5, I know. Sevens and 5s. Let me finish up on this flank first real quick. I mean, we might as well go for the one that everyone else is. Well, no, that's not entirely true. Yeah, just the one way. Well, yeah, we'll build up 2 heat for an 11 just cause. Alright, the Vedette hitting the Xanthos with a machine gun and an autocannon 5 on his already damaged front right leg, stripping it down to 0 armor. Hoser landing 3 for 3 on the PPCs to the Warhammer, to the left leg, to the right leg, and the right torso. Nice. The Orion at the Wasp landing 6 LRMs to the left arm and center torso. The friendly Wolverine at the enemy Hunchback blowing off his right leg, critting out his shoulder and arm, and getting into his back down to 0 arm on the left and 2 on the right. Nice. The enemy Hermes at our Archer hits for 5 to the right arm, 5 to the left torso. Archer returning fire at the Warhammer to the center torso and the left leg down to 0 armor, and at the Hetzer, oh, this is other Archer. At the Hetzer to the left side, immobilizing it, to the rear, immobilizing it, to the left side, also to the front, immobilizing it, down to 5 armor on the left side. So I think he was facing kind of that way too, so he's essentially going to be out of the fight. Xanthos on the Hunchback, landing a medium laser and a small laser to the left arm and the right torso. Hunchback at the Xanthos to the left torso, to the front left leg, which was not the damaged one. SRM-2 turret, landing 4 SRMs on the Spider. He's down to 2 armor on the right torso, down to 0 armor on the right leg, down to 3 armor on the right arm. Spider returning fire with 2 medium lasers, though. And the Vulcan, friendly Vulcan at the down Shadowhawk, going internal on his left leg, hitting the right arm and the center torso for 2 each. The enemy Wasp hitting our Archer in the center torso rear with a medium laser, down to 5 armor there. Our Hunchback 4H at their Hunchback would have hit the right leg, instead strips out the right torso. Medium laser to the chest, to the left arm, to the left leg, critting out his leg and his lower leg and foot. And the right torso going internal, but no crit. Guillotine at the building, hitting for 13, 18 to the building, down to 47. So that objective is well on its way to collapse. The Centurion, we had a Centurion? I don't remember him being in the fight up to this point. Missing the Stinger. Warhammer hitting building in Hex 3522 with 2 PPCs. Our Mark II Archer at the other Warhammer. This is on the right side of the map. 5 to the left torso, and missing the Vedette on a 5. I was really hoping to get that kill. SRM-2 turret missing the Spider. Stinger shooting at the building for 9 points of damage. Quick Draw missing the Stinger. Thunderbolt hitting 1926 for another 7 points of damage, down to 40 structure. And hitting the Archer with an SRM-2 for 2 damage to the center torso. That's this Tsubasa shooting at the down Shadowhawk, hits the right leg, the right arm, the head, forcing a second consciousness check. The left leg and the left arm. Medium laser turret missing the Hermes. Enemy Warhammer hitting our Archer Mark III with both PVCs to the right arm and the left leg. And then the Phoenix Hawk LAM coming in, trying to steal the kill with medium laser barrage, to destroying the right arm into the right torso. Center torso down to 8. Grasshopper adds another 10 points of damage to the already weakened building in Hex 1926. Wolverine at the Hetzer hits the left side but doesn't quite kill it. LRM-20 turret at the Stinger, landing 12 LRMs to the right torso, center torso, and left torso, leaving him wounded, to say the least. And the Shadowhawk shooting at the building as well. Archer needs a 5, gets a 5. Hunchback needs and automatically failed. Takes 5 to the center torso rear and blacks out on his first consciousness check. Wow. Warhammer also falls, takes 7 to the left leg, but no crit. And no piloting consciousness check. And I think at the end of this round, I'm going to go ahead and call it, and we can pick up for continuation next week. So we will kick the heck out of him. We were going to punch the heck out of him. And also kicking him while he's down on a -4. Xanthos kicking the Hunchback in the right arm, transferring to the right torso, destroying it, transferring to the center torso, leaving it with 10 structure. Demolition Mech kicking the Shadowhawk in the left leg and destroying that. Vulcan kicking the Shadowhawk in the right leg, leaving it with 0 armor. Archer did not punch the Wasp. The Wasp did kick the Archer in the right leg for 4. And our friendly Hunchback kicks the enemy Hunchback in the center torso for exactly as many structure as he still had, destroying it. So, sadly, no one on our team gets the kill because that Hunchback was our liaison. And then Archer needs a 3 to stay standing and he has a 10. Alright, heat looks like this. We've got our Archer at 4 heat, our Blackjack at 3 heat, everyone else is at 2 or below. Oh wait, no. Hunchback went up to 5, I forgot. So yeah, Hunchback is going to have mobility issues next turn. Friendly Vulcan is at 2 heat. Friendly Phoenix Hawk LAM, yes, is at 6 heat. I don't know how all he did was fire 2 medium lasers, I think, or a medium laser and some LRMs. All of the civilians are at 0 heat. Free World League Team 1 is at Thunderbolt is at 3, Warhammer is at 3, Guillotine is at 9, Spider is at 3. Free Worlds League Force 2, Warhammer is at 5 heat, everyone else is at 0. And with that, we are going to go ahead and save locally. We're going to save over base defense time because we don't need that save anymore. We need a save named exactly that. So with that said, we'll go ahead. No, we just did. We'll go ahead and make sure this game is also saved so that we can pick up on the same day. And we will we'll say thanks for watching, everyone. We appreciate you joining me. Like, comment, follow, subscribe, be a part of the community. Link to the Discord is in my bio. Link to my Twitch is in my YouTube. Thanks for the game. Hey, I appreciate you coming along for the ride. I've had a lot of fun. Battletech tomorrow night, yes, absolutely. HBS Battletech 2018. On schedule as normal. And with that, I would like to say good night, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow.